Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, Who is Wearing Techelet Today? This is Techelet number 43 in our Techelet series. So it's fascinating to see. A few months ago, there was a 3-part series in Hamodia magazine regarding Techelet. And recently, Mishpacha had an article on Techelet. And it's interesting to see two Haredi Anglo publications, how they approach the topic so differently. The Hamodia started off saying, that I saw this fellow wearing Techelet, and then I saw him again a few weeks later. He was no longer wearing Techelet. Then it goes in, pretty much dissing and putting down the whole idea of wearing Techelet. The fact that many Gdolim wear it somehow didn't bother Hamodia and that author. HaMishpacha, on the other hand, starts off saying the opposite of this young man, seeing people wearing Techelet, wondering about it, learning about it, and all of a sudden he's wearing Techelet. Hey, looks into it, he becomes more convinced. So 2 articles taking on this fascinating topic, coming with very different angles. Anyways, in the Mishpacha article, it says, you'll think it's very interesting that there's some young Talmidei Chachamim in the Kollel in Lakewood who are interested in the topic and are wearing it. And some people in the Kollel in Brooklyn wearing it. But you'd think the topic really ends when you have Rav Yisrael Reisman, the Rosh Yeshiva, Shlita of Torah V'das, very against it. And when you have Rav Asher Weiss, one of the top poskim in Israel and the world, against it. Rav Sternbach writing against it. So you think the topic is pretty much done. It's an interesting thing to look into, but nothing more than that. But the Mishpach article says, not so simple. Not so simple. And it gives an impressive list. Who's involved in Techelet? Who's wearing Techelet? And who's paskening to wear it? So he says the following. This is unbelievable. He writes that you have Rav Yisrael Belsky Zatzal, the Rosh Yeshiva of Torah V'das, passed away early in his life recently. So yes, Rav Reisman, the Rosh Yeshiva now, does not wear it, is very against it, but Rav Belsky did, and he's also the head of the OU together with Rav Shechter Shlita. So you have this list: Rav Belsky, Rav Zundel Kreuzer from Chebin, and then you have Rav Meir Mazuz, may not be a household name to everyone, but he should be. Major Sephardi posek here in Israel. A top Talmidei Chachamim here, Rosh Yeshiva Kisei Rachamim. Then you have Rav Zalman Nehemiah Goldberg. You have Beitin in Yerushalayim. The son-in-law of Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach is wearing it as well. Rav Hershel Shechter, the Rosh Yeshiva YU. Talmud Muvhak, of course, of Rav Soloveitchik. Rav Avram Dov Auerbach. That's right, the Av Beitin of Taveri, the famous Auerbach chickens, the son of Rav Auerbach, also is wearing it. And he has an amazing name, astounding. Rav Moshe Mordechai Farbstein. Now, many of you may not have heard. Who's Rav Moshe Mordechai Farbstein? The Rosh Yeshiva of Hebron. Now, there's Shavei Hebron in the city of Hebron. That's it. Dati Lumi has the Yeshiva Gedola Gavoha. That's not who this is. He's Rosh Yeshiva of Hebron Yeshiva in Yerushalayim, Givat Mordechai, one of the flagship Haredi yeshivas in the world today. And the Rosh Yeshiva, under his frock, is wearing Techeles. And the list goes on. The list goes on. Rav Moshe Mordechai Kar, the top Talmud of Rav Yashiv, posek where in Kiryat Sefer, one of the most Haredi towns here in Israel. Then Rav Gamliel Rabinovich, Rav Yeshiva Shari Shemayim, one of the top Mekubalim today. Rav Gershom Meltzer, posek where in the Mir Yeshiva. So you have Hebron, you have Mir, Kiryat Sefer. So if anyone thinks that wearing Techelet today, you have a few people on the fringe element who's wearing Techelet in the more modern world where they like new things, and that's not what's going on. That's not what's happening. You have poskim across the spectrum. In the Hasidic world, in the Yeshivish world, the Tilumi world, a yeshiva of Gush, they all wear them. It's mamish across the spectrum. So is it possible if you add up all the rabbis in the world? Yes, there'll be more not wearing at this point. But the people who are wearing it is a serious and a very hushiv and prominent group. So it's important just to have a perspective of what's going on over here. Call it a grassroots movement that started 20, 30 years ago. It's picking up steam, and it's Baruch Hashem entering into all the different areas in Orthodox Judaism. Shalom.